Hi, my friend. I'm Miguel Diaz. My teamwork is Daniel Jiménez Giraldo and Manuel Cortés. I will talk about the basketball.
In words, word point is the player position in the center of the court. Our ball is pull the ball without touching the ring. The fault is assaulting the court and it can be physical or verbal. Turnover is the loss of the ball in a specific moment of the game. And pick or screen is try not to let the player throw the ball in the match.
What is basketball? Basketball is a team sport with two teams, most conformably of 5 players each of the opposite in the rectangle court, complete with the objective of shooting basketball, approximately of 45 centimeters in diameter. Players advance with the ball with running, dribbling, or passing the ball. The teammate both which require considerably skills. On offensive, players make variety of shoots. What is the shoots? The layup, the jump shoot, or the dunk. In the defensive, they may steal the ball which dribble, intercept passes, or block shoots. Well, the basketball invented with 1891 in Canadian American with the teacher James Naismith in the Springfield, Massachusetts, in United States. Basketball evolved become the most important in the world sports, and the National Basketball Association is the most significant professional basketball. Basketball has many rules. I explain you the most important rules. 1. The ball can be thrown with one or two hands of many directions. 2. You can pat the ball with one or both hands. 3. You cannot run with the ball in your hands. 4. The ball can only be held with the hands, not with the arms or the body. 5. Shooting, grabbing, pushing, hitting, or tripping in opponent is not allowed. Violations of the rules considered on and I fear repeat the player we will be the eliminate until basket is scored. And finally, I tell you the teams which have won more championships are Boston Celtics, the Angeles Lakers, Chicago Bulls, Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, Miami Heat, and Houston Rockets.
It's an important sport for health because it gives us a boost of energy, a well-being feeling, and helps us improve blood circulation and the cleansing in the respiratory tract and the muscle capacity. Playing helps to develop personal and social values that are of great importance in the educational process of a child or of a teenager. With playing basketball, you can also learn how to work in teams and to acquire discipline.
The first one is Michael Jordan. Title 6 and averaged 20 points per match. His game crossed the court and his brilliance on the court defined the parameters of a new generation of players. The second one is the actual LeBron James. He has won 3 titles and an average of 27 points per match. He has built his game on power, but his passing ability is perhaps his best virtue. He has remained the way to enjoy an athlete at his base point of form. The third one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He has won 6 titles and an average of 25 points per match. No one in history can match his long record because he was unstoppable on those times. He was considered one of the best forwards in the basketball history. The fourth one is Bill Russell. He has won 11 titles and an average of 15 points per match. He turned the Celtics into a defensive fortress and was the perfect contrast for Chamberlain, as he well as a player who could not have been out of place at any time. The 5th one was Magic Johnson. He won 5 titles around his history and an average of 29 points per match. He revolutionized the game by being such a high base. He was a winner and a transcendent passer, a record-making machine, and a walking triple-double. The 6th one is Will Chamberlain. He won 2 titles and an average of 30 points per match. It was ahead of his time. Their number was legendary, and the only reason is he is not higher on these leagues, and is because he only won 2 championships in the NBA. The 7th one is Larry Bird. He won 3 titles and an average of 24.3 points per match. He and Magic revitalized basketball and the Celtic Lakers. Until the arrival of LeBron James in the NBA, he was considered the best forward in the NBA on his time. The 8th one is Tim Duncan. He won 5 titles and 20 points per match. Both sides of the court with a simple arsenal, medium range was the perfect shot for him, and he was considered the best defending position on the NBA on his time. The 9th one was Kobe Bryant. He won 5 titles and an average of 25 points per match. Beyond his statistical performance, Kobe Bryant's legacy is in sharp mentally and his unbridled ambition to become a master of the sport in his history. And the last one is Shaquille O'Neal. He won 5 titles and 23 points per match statistic. Transformed the game with a combination of agility, explosiveness, and size that league had never been before on his time.
In 1998, the NBA champions was Chicago Bulls, with Michael Jordan at the shooting guard position, with Randy Brown at the point guard, right here, Scott Burrell at the small forward, Bill Wennington at the center armor, and Dennis Rodman at the power forward. Another example is the 2010 NBA champion, who was Los Angeles Lakers, with Kobe Bryant at shooting guard, with Ardest Ron at small forward, Adam Morrison at small forward too, Derek Fisher at center armor, and Odom Lamar at power forward. If you want to eat and breathe, sleep, and dream about basketball, you want to be an outstanding basketball player, just like Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal. It's not all about having perfect shoot skills. You also have to be very disciplined, perseverant in training, dedicated in practicing, and very disciplined. Also, you have to look what you're eating and be you're eating. But most importantly, you have to also keep in mind that you have to be able to manage and to perform good in school with good grades and high scores in your qualifications. If you do this, you will be able to reach your dreams and achieve your goals.